fuck going on, man? It's Dilson from fucking Baltimore, okay? I ain't one of them fucking county niggas. No, I'm from fucking Baltimore proper. Alright? I say to you, I say do you, and I say you. Okay? Fuck Donald Trump. That's one thing I want to get out of the way. And what I do want to say is, you better recognize what the fuck going on with Baltimore. A whole lot of dope shit came out of Baltimore, alright? The greatest cop ever, McNulty, alright? The greatest HBO dyke ever, fucking Snoop, alright? The greatest crime drama ever, fucking The Wire, alright? The greatest stick-up kid ever, fucking Omar. Fuck you mean ain't nothing going on in Baltimore but fucking rats. Fuck you, Donald Trump. And whenever I'm not in that whenever I'm not kicking it in Baltimore, I'm listening to the Last of a Dying Breed podcast. Start the fucking show, man.
You're listening to the Last of a Dying Breed podcast with DJ K Nice, DJ Step 1, and sometimes J-Ad, and probably some other people too.
Delson. All right.
Delson Montgomery.
That sounds like a Baltimore nigga name too.
Delson Montgomery.
Delson. What up, though? Big shout out to everybody tuned in right now. Sweating like a pig. Welcome to the Last of a Dying Breed episode
70.
70, yes. The Last of a Dying Breed podcast. I go by the name of DJ K Nice.
I go by the name of DJ Step 1.
Why you saying that shit like you unsure of your name, my nigga? I think my name. They told me it was this time. All right.
She's taken.
As always, please follow us at DJ K Nice with a Y, at DJ Step 1, at The Load B Podcast, at SK Creative Studio, and at My Morning Breath, all right? Be sure to tune in to that Morning Breath podcast coming at you 2 to 3 times each and every week.
Boom.
Yours truly, all right, on a solo tip. Last of a Dying Breed coming to you consistent as fuck each and every Wednesday, so tell a friend to tell a friend. I actually did look in the podcast app today, and I saw that we actually did have one new review in the podcast
while
app.
he pulled that up, shout out to everybody that's been putting it in your stories. Sativa 216, Sativa Jones, Jack the Ripper put it in his story. If you can put it in your story, there was a few people just off the top of my head. But Von Swagger, he put it in his story.
Okay.
So, yo.
Big shout out to all the faithfuls.
Yep.
Shout out to Fallon Nicole. She actually left another rating, 5.0. And she says, dope podcast helps my work day go by faster. The intros are one of my favorite parts of the show. Been getting a lot of love on them intros.
Yeah.
Like, all you got to do is just go back and listen to all of them for real.
Yeah, listen to every single one of them. Then it started with Ghost when we had Ghost on the show.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we probably had about 60-something intros. You know what I'm saying? There's a few episodes where we just jump straight into the shit. But, you know, I think we probably had about 60-something intros, all Z-list celebrities, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
We getting them now.
Yeah, we take what we could get, okay?
Getting money in 2019.
Beggars cannot be choosers. We working, baby.
And choosers cannot be beggars, nigga.
Did I miss anything? Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, and like we always say, please tell your friends about us. Give us a rating, all that good shit. What's up?
We coming to you twice this week, too. We did a podcast last Friday with the Boss Code. Shout out to CEO Marie. Shout out to everybody on the Boss Code. So you get not only Morning Breath, but you get another edition, kind of like a collab edition of The Last of a Dying Breed and Boss Code.
Yeah, big shout out to the ladies. of Boss Code. We're just gonna stay in y'all face, all right? We're gonna make it very difficult for niggas to ignore us.
We got our foot on y'all motherfuckers' necks, nigga.
Yes, sir.
Aggressive 90s rapper, end of the song, talking right now.
Them niggas just you saw NBA at the end of the track, like, yeah, nigga, word of mother, man. Fuck them niggas, B.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck them niggas. Them niggas ain't got shit on you, son. Word of mother. I fucking come through and slap the taste out of one of these niggas' fucking mouths. You know
Free
what I'm
my
saying?
nigga meat snack, nigga.
Slap the gold fronts off of one of you niggas, you know what I'm saying? Fucking
41st side over here, nigga.
Fucking take your wallabies off your feet and slap your mother with them shits, you know what I'm saying?
Don't cross that bridge, nigga.
Don't cross that shit,
This matter of fact,
nigga.
don't cross any bridge anywhere.
Fucking wolves on your ass, kid, you know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all niggas for the 9 tray and the 9 pound, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah.
We could have kept that shit going, but
For like
I
20, 30 minutes. for
Because the
real.
fucking a song would be like 4 minutes, and then the last minute would be just nothing but shout outs and violent
Yo,
threats
word of
against
mother,
nobody
man,
else.
you know what I'm saying? These niggas trying to take me out the motherfucking game, kid. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I know what you said. The songs come on that way, too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, the system has got me fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is
It'd
dying.
be a club banger that started
Niggas
like
is
that.
dead.
Yeah.
It's the real.
This how you want us to come in the club? Start off in the club?
Hey, nigga. Hey, that's a quiet storm. Come on, dramatic as
Yeah.
fuck. Niggas been through it all,
shit,
man.
Yeah.
Fucking blood, sweat, and tears.
Word to mother.
Doom, doom, Queen Bee.
Yeah. Ah, damn, man. What you want us to do? You want us to rob the club, nigga, or you want us to dance?
Hey, you know that nigga won like hip hop quotable of the month for that verse. That
Oh, I didn't know.
blowing niggas with rusty ass German things, like yeah, on some source shit. That's when like hip hop quotable of the month was like
important.
Yeah, no, that was a big fucking deal to get that shit. Big shout out to when hip hop magazines actually fucking mattered.
Nigga, the Source. Ooh, I had to get the Source every month.
Yeah.
I never had a subscription. I just get that shit off the newsstand.
Did you ever? So you never got the subscription and just never paid for it?
No, I didn't.
Niggas be sending threatening letters. You like, bro, how you gonna find me with a postcard, man?
Yeah, exactly.
You just threatened me via postcard, bro.
Fucking Benzino.
I ain't paying this shit. Y'all just gave me 3 episodes for free. Remember the Big Sex episode that would come out? I mean, not issue. But like the Big Sex issue, and they would have like all the female rappers on the front of it.
Lightweight.
Nah, you don't remember.
No, I don't.
How the fuck you used to buy the Source and you don't remember the Big Sex issue?
I don't remember the Big Sex issue.
Now let me pull this shit up so you can remember the Big Sex issue. All right,
What you think was better, the Source or Double XL?
definitely the Source.
Yeah, I could never get into Double XL. Double XL does not sound like something you want as a classic album. 5 Mics is something where you like, yo, 5 Mics.
You really don't remember that?
I don't, and I actually do remember it now because I did have that.
Yeah, the sex issue. There was another one too. I think that had like.
Was it
multiple-
Foxy on the cover?
Yeah, Foxy. I want to say and Eve and Kim. I could be making that up. Wait, what were you just saying again?
I was saying like.
Oh, you couldn't really get into Double XL like
because
that.
like the rating system, Double XL does not sound as good as 5 Mics.
Now you remember when Source and Double XL were kind of battling
Yeah, definitely.
back and forth, and Benzino like single-handedly ran his own magazine into the ground,
Yeah, definitely.
going hard for the Made Man.
Well,
Like,
yeah, he
when
was
the
going
Made-
hard for Made Man and the Mighty RSO.
Yeah, when the Made Man came out, everybody was like, yo, who the fuck are these niggas? Where the fuck did these niggas come from? And how the fuck did they get 4.5 mics, bruh?
Exactly.
Like, these niggas got 4.5 mics off top. So when niggas started kind of like calling them out on that, that's when like the Benzino versus Eminem shit and started to happen. And Benzino literally turned his own magazine into like a propaganda magazine for himself.
Yeah, you definitely hit everything on the head. I actually went and bought that Made Man album because at that time period, if the Source
Said
gave
it, yeah,
anything
yep.
over 4 mics, if it was 4.5.
Anything over 3.5 was a good album.
So for something to get 4.5, it was like, yo, I gotta go cop this. I like 2 songs off it. I was like, maybe I just don't get it.
Yo, the crazy thing about the Source too, you literally saw it going from being like this thick to being like paper thin.
Yeah.
Then it tried to transition into that hip hop weekly shit.
Yeah.
But by the end, it was fucking over or whatever. I've never single-handedly seen somebody run their own business, a successful business,
Straight into the ground.
straight into the ground the way Benzino did that.
Fucking Eminem killed him.
You want to learn how not to run a business? Go look at Benzino, bruh. That's how you do not run a business. This nigga was balling at one point too.
Yeah, The Source was the most popular hip hop magazine in the country.
Yeah, it was him and who was his wife?
Dave Mays.
Yeah,
oh no,
Dave.
yeah. Oh, I thought you said who was his wife. I don't know.
No, white partner. Yeah,
Dave Mays.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dave Mays. If you ain't hip to that history right there, definitely go ahead and look that up. We can go ahead and get into some life updates right quick.
Yeah. So for my life update this Thursday through Sunday, I'll be in Benzino's actual hometown of Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston.
Yeah, so I'm going because
You're going to be the victim of a hate crime, boy.
you know what? I've been telling people and they haven't got my joke. I'm like, I'm going to Boston to experience racism firsthand. Like, no. I'm actually, what it was this. I'll break it down like this. I had a trip that I was supposed to go. The trip got canceled for reasons. So I had this voucher for a flight. And I tried to actually give the flight to my sister, but they told me I'm the only one that can use it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Where do I want to go? And I was like, you know what? I've never taken a trip by myself. I've always taken a trip with other people. You know, like, yo, great, K, you trying to go here? Like, we went to Chicago, or I grabbed my dude Ike. We go to New York. So it was one of those situations where it was like, yo, let me go somewhere by myself. And let me not meticulously plan out the trip. Because usually when I take a trip, I know exactly what I want to do each day. So I'm kind of going to go with the flow. Like, I know I'm going to go see Harvard, and I know I'm going to do the Freedom Trail. Other than that, I just kind of want to see a different city. This was the second part of the reason why I picked Boston, is because I like the East Coast. But also, I didn't want to go, and I hate to be like this, I didn't want to go where niggas go.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go to, like, Miami. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to go to, L.A. or Vegas. I wanted to go somewhere and experience, like, a different American culture. Even though we're all here in America, Boston is going to be different than Cleveland, just like New York is different than Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Just like Chicago, even though we're both Midwest, is different from Cleveland. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Let me go to Boston. I've never been here before. It's going to be different. And a crazy part, I'm staying in a hostel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that has to be interesting to do.
Yeah, so it was one of them things like now, when you travel by yourself, when you travel with somebody, you always have to think like, okay, what's going to make them comfortable? Yeah, their comfort. Yeah. Where me, I don't stay in a hotel, like, at all. Uh-huh. Like, it's literally wake up, get dressed, leave, come back, sleep.
Sleep, yeah.
Yeah, so where other people, like, part of the vacation is like the hotel being nice and doing all the amenities in the hotel, I'm like in and out. I don't have to come back to the hotel. Mm-hmm. So it's one of them situations where, pretty much I was like, fuck it. It's another reason why I decided to stay in a hostel too. Saw the numbers 555 on the comments.
Okay.
It was exactly 555 on the comments. So I'm like, fuck it. New experience.
Yeah, that's what's up. Here's one to...
also, I almost forgot. I am done with the syncing of the audio of Small World. So now, like, it's coming. Like, it's really going to start coming.
Well, you only been telling us this for like 2 years.
Yeah, I know. So, like, the syncing of the audio is done. So now it's getting to the point where I can honestly, everything is just adding, like, little text message shit and adding the music to it. And just watching it, doing a final cut, and then doing a color grade, and then that bitch is out here.
Okay, all right, man. Small World coming your way. On the life update side for me, pretty much still settling into having my days, to myself every day. Making sure just that I create something each and every day. Been focusing on the Morning Breath podcast, been focusing on this podcast, getting the content out across all of the brands and stuff. Been gearing up for our New Year's Eve party.
Okay.
So expect some news coming real soon on that. I've been booking some other parties too. Since club owners and promoters in the city of Cleveland just seem not to be reliable, the best thing to do is book your own shows. You know what I'm saying? Niggas love fucking switching shit up. That shit is just, I don't understand it. They gonna be like, I wonder why it ain't cracking. We've been doing it for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, like...
Guess we should change something in the third week.
Yeah.
Then the third week is when everybody is coming, so the other DJ get all the credit for all the work you put in.
Yeah. And then fuck it up.
And then fuck it all the way up. Then they come back to you like, hey, can you come back to work? No.
Yeah.
So just been, focusing on getting my brand really back rolling, on a total solo side. On the business side, I don't know if I alluded to it or not, but been working on a new venture. I do not believe in speaking on things no more until they actually are done, though. But new venture is pretty much going to be done top of the year.
Okay.
Then y'all might or might not know what it's about. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
What made you switch up speaking on things?
Because it was funny. I was actually watching this gentleman. It was like one of those spiritual videos, but he was basically saying the moment you like reveal your plans to people, one, you got to understand you might be telling your blessings to a bad spirit. You know what I'm saying? But basically, at the moment you go ahead and put that out, there are forces, because as above, so below, you know what I'm saying? Yin and yang, feng shui, all of those type of things. Like the minute you start working towards it, there are going to be forces out there working against you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's best to keep it to yourself until it's actually come to fruition. Especially it's best to keep it to yourself when there's people who are not directly related to the situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or people that you don't know for sure, and there's really no way to know. Like, you could be telling your mother something and she could be jealous of you, honestly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you just got to be very, very careful about who you tell shit. But I am working on a new venture, and one of the things why I say, like, you may or may not know about it, that's another thing. Like, one thing I've learned, I just been sitting back and watching the scene. But watching how people in my former industry move. Everybody be in such a race to tell everybody
everything they doing,
everything they're doing.
The moving silence but moving loudly people.
Yeah. Like, everybody be in such a race to tell everybody everything they're doing. The ink ain't even dry on the deal yet. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is announcing, like, big shit coming soon.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, that's so ambiguous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nigga.
Sometimes the shit don't even be big.
Right, bruh. Like, man, oh, man.
I just signed on to make breakfast at the next local Cleveland hip-hop brunch. Holla at your boy. Then the comment section be all like, congrats,
bro. I see you working out here. Big shit for my dog. Man, I always knew you was gonna make it. I saw a nigga say, nigga got signed to spend for a local, like, college. Or whatever. I ain't gonna say what college. But the nigga went and announced that he signed a 5-figure deal. I don't think the figures count if they're under 6, bruh.
Yeah. That's wild.
You know what a 5-figure deal could be?
Yeah,
that could be $10,000, bro.
Yeah,
a 5-figure deal
for like 3 years,
bruh. A 5-figure deal. I don't think you could even put a number in front of figure.
Yeah,
if it's under 6.
Yeah,
you never hear niggas like, yeah, got that 3-figure payday, my nigga.
250. I got 250.
Yeah, nigga, my next deal, 4 figures at least, bruh.
Yeah.
4 figures at least. I ain't taking less than 4 figures, my nigga.
Hot damn.
These niggas got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, you will graduate to having a 5-figure deal.
Well, you know what that is. You got to keep your profile views up.
You got to keep your profile views up. So you got to be constantly announcing shit.
And you putting shit in your fucking story and in your post.
Yep, and one-upping yourself and all of that. I get it, because you definitely get engagement when you do those sort of things. But how much of that is truly genuine?
Well, it's not. A lot of it is genuine.
Yeah. Like, you got to look at yourself like a train. Pause. But, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times people, they don't really want to get on the train. Shut the fuck up. They don't really want to get on the train. They just want to keep one hand on the train in case that bitch take off.
Yeah, side note, who was the nigga that was like, look, nigga, I don't care if I go 3rd or 4th on the train, nigga. As long as I hit that shit. Can you imagine that? Like, nigga, as a matter of fact, I like sloppy seconds. You know how niggas try to talk themselves into shit they like? I like going 4th, nigga.
Nigga took it all the way there.
Yeah.
All the way there.
You crazy, nigga?
Yeah, let me give you one of those. So we actually do got some shit to talk
Netflix
about today. Yeah, we are going to get into that. Can I get...
Yeah.
But before we do that, let's go ahead and get into some Netflix fix. You got one?
Yeah, I do.
Clearly you do.
Yeah, I do.
Eager Beaver?
I'm an eager beaver. I sound like Kate McKinnon when she plays Jeff Sessions on Saturday Night
Right.
Live. Anyway, my Netflix pick is actually an Amazon Prime Video pick. It is All or Nothing Season 4. I know my picks are going to be football related, but it is a football show, football documentary series. This season follows the 2018 Carolina Panthers, so you get to see Cam Newton behind the scenes, and you get to see how his shoulder got fucked up, and you get to see his leadership and everything, and you get to basically see him and the Carolina Panthers and how they went from like a good season to a terrible season.
All right.
Amazon been lightweight putting out some shit. I want to watch this show called The Boys.
What is that about?
Supposedly it's about superheroes that do good, but they also do selfish shit too. So it's not quite like they do bad shit, but I'm hearing that it's like a really good show.
That ain't black superheroes, is it?
No, it's produced by Seth Rogen.
Okay. Is that out already?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I'm going to check that out tonight then. All right. You gave me some homework to do. Did not mean to hit that one right there. My Netflix/media pick is actually going to be an HBO pick. Been seeing a lot of people talk about it. I finally gave in and watched Euphoria. All right. Zendaya's show about teenage addiction in life as a teenager in 2019. Yo. Shit. These teenagers got it totally different than we had it, bro.
How so?
Just with social media, with the availability of drugs out there. Yeah, I might have knew a nigga smoking weed. It's like one or two niggas that smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Those were considered the bad kids, like where I was at, or at least I was in a nerd school. I could be honest about that. But I mean, these kids ain't just doing nigga. These kids is crushing up pills and snorting them and doing fentanyl and having homosexual relationships and fucking unprotected, just willy-nilly fucking. It's crazy, bro.
Well, you gotta. I mean, we live.
If you got a daughter, you need to watch Euphoria.
So here goes the thing. Like, I haven't watched Euphoria, but everything you're saying, I'm pretty sure is true. Because if you think about it, back when we was in school, the popular people were the people that were doing adult shit before they were supposed to be doing adult shit.
Yep.
Like drinking. At my school, it was smoking. At Bedford, it was people was smoking weed, but it wasn't like a lot of weed heads. At Nordonia, it was like, yo, you ever did LSD or mushrooms or some shit? And it was like, whoa, what the fuck? I thought that shit. Like, y'all didn't go to D.A.R.E? Like, I went to D.A.R.E, nigga. I'm not doing shit. I'm not even smoking weed.
Being from the hood, there was a certain subset of drugs you would never see that D.A.R.E talked about.
Yeah.
Angel dust. You ever seen angel dust in your life?
No, I haven't.
I've seen a nigga that they said was on angel dust, but I can't verify that he was really on angel dust.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see the toxicology reports.
Have you ever seen devil dust?
Shit. Angel dust and PCP is the same shit, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Remember they were talking about like barbiturates and shit?
Yeah, like
what the fuck is a barbiturate, my nigga?
Yeah, I don't
the
you know
hell?
what's the funny part? I haven't even heard the term barbiturate until you just said it.
Nigga, damn.
Yeah, D.A.R.E.
They be scaring the life out of you. Then they'll tell
They
you
be
a story.
advertising.
Bruh. Then they'll tell you the story about the nigga who took acid and he stabbed himself in the eye with a pencil.
Yeah.
Then jumped out of the window because he thought he could fly.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that shit ain't happening, but goddamn.
D.A.R.E. would be like, look, don't go to Mike on the corner. Mike has cocaine right now. Right. And it's the good stuff, okay? It's fucking awesome. I didn't do it, but I'm just saying, don't go to Mike.
Right.
You'll feel real good if you go, though.
Yo, somebody clocked a whole bunch of non-profit dollars with that D.A.R.E shit. I guarantee you that shit.
It kept me off drugs.
No, it definitely scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, because
I ain't tried drugs until the late 20s.
Yeah, real talk. I didn't smoke weed till I was 24.
Yeah. Nah, it was effective on some of us. Some kids went out like, oh.
Shit. And some kids was like, oh, shit, I want to try all these things they talked
Hold
about.
on, a barbiturate. Let me write that one down.
Yeah. Where can I get that at, sir?
Right.
No.
Niggas in the hood asking a crack dealer for a barbiturate.
Yeah. I don't want crack this time, sir. I would like barbiturates.
What the fuck is a barbiturate?
Same thing with fucking condoms. Nigga, you know how scared I was when I first had sex without a condom?
Yeah. Were you one of those nigga that was Mortified of pre-cum? Like
Hell
having a pre-cum baby?
Nigga, of course. I'm still am.
A barbiturate is a drug that acts as a central nervous system depressant and can therefore produce a wide range of effects from mild sedation to death. Yeah, don't want no barbiturates.
Yeah. Yeah, is that like a Quaalude?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah, but no, nigga, no, I'm still scared of pre-cum. They told me nigga, I was condom, I am condom man. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I am definitely condom man. So if you telling me kids having sex without condoms, I'm like, why the fuck would you do that?
Crazy
Like
thing
I understand why you would do it. It feels better.
Crazy thing about Euphoria too, they showing a lot of teenage titties. You ever think of that to be the irony of like Hollywood? They'll be telling they'll have a grown woman playing a teenager who's fucking a grown man, and they'll show said, I'm using finger quotes, teenagers' titties in a simulated act of sex with this man. Isn't that implied child pornography?
Yeah, actually, technically, that is implied child pornography.
You ever think about that shit, bro?
Nah, not till just now.
You watch some of them shows like them teenage movies. God damn, I can't think. Was one of them not Pretty Little Liars? Damn, what was
13
that?
Reasons Why?
That was a wild
Them
one.
niggas was too old.
You know what I'm saying?
Them niggas was old as fuck.
I can't think of this one fucking movie. It was about these private school kids and they did fucked up shit.
Cruel Intentions?
Cruel Intentions.
Yeah.
You watch some shit like that. These were supposed to be high schoolers, but you showing all this nudity and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's like implied child pornography.
Yeah, dog. Shit is different from what
Hollywood is a weird place, bruh.
I wonder how high school was in the 70s, because I'm pretty sure high school in the 70s was very tame. Because even though they had the counterculture, I don't think the majority of America participated in the counterculture.
Say, man, you trying to smoke some of this reefer, man?
Yeah, and like Willie
Some
Nelson
of this
said
grass?
it. Nigga, weed is way more powerful now. What the fuck was I listening to where old boy basically made the weed taste like fucking maple syrup? Oh no, I was listening to Fat Man or Batman, right?
Okay.
And Kevin Smith is a weed smoker. And he said he met this dude, and this dude is like a fucking weed scientist. So he was like, yo, he figured out how to get the THC levels with the CBD levels right. And he was like, I can make weed taste like whatever you want it to taste like. So he was like, I want it to taste like breakfast. He said, came back a couple of days later. He handed him the weed. He smoked it. He said it tasted like maple bacon.
How did he come back with this weed a few days later?
Nigga, I don't know. You asking the wrong person. He could have literally said came back 2 months later.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, I don't know. You asking the wrong person. I just remember he said it tasted like maple bacon. That was the most
There
important
are
part.
definitely some people doing some amazing things with marijuana. Hey, a side note, back to my life update a little bit. If you're watching the video, you'll see I'm actually drinking wine.
Yeah.
Today is 1 week without liquor. Nothing but beer and wine. I ain't saying I'm done drinking liquor, but at least for now, nigga, when you get older, that shit start to hit different, bruh.
It does hit different.
That shit hit totally different to where, like, I could handle it. Now I'm becoming like the weird drunk guy. The guy like that stands up in the middle of his bedroom and pees when he's drunk. And that's why I can't drink no more, bruh.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
feel
not
it.
about to be that guy. You can't have too many of them type of episodes, bruh.
No, I feel
The girl is going to gradually lose respect for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you can't have too many of you standing up, literally being pissy drunk episodes.
Yeah, and you like really pissing on the floor, like
Yeah, that's not okay. Or peeing in the bed. Fortunately, I don't have the. Fortunately, I'm not a bed pisser.
Well, you know what the thing is, like, man.
Nigga, whole ass be thinking he in the bathroom.
Yeah,
standing in the middle of the fucking hallway.
The thing is, like, man, when you drink, you get to a point where one, the hangovers are terrible. At least for me, it was. And then two, like, it's not really cool once you get past the age of 30 to be sloppy drunk.
No, it definitely ain't.
Like, especially as a man.
Yeah, it definitely ain't, bruh.
Like,
it definitely ain't.
Like, yeah. Like, when I'm drunk, I know when to stop now. Like, and real talk, I'm not really trying to be drunk either. Honestly, I don't like the feeling of being drunk.
Yeah. Eventually you'll get to that point, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where I was like, y'all, I don't like this anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the buzz that you actually get from drinking, but the older and older I get with actual like spirits, I can feel those spirits, and I'm a firm believer that I feel like there's a reason why they call them spirits. Like, you'll do some shit drunk, bro, that you would never do or say sober.
We had a conversation, right? And I'll just say this: there's stuff that you do drunk that you go in the bathroom and you wipe your mouth with alcohol with. Like, after you do it, you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm drunk. Why did I do this?
Why the fuck did you just do that?
Where is the rubbing alcohol at? I need to wipe my whole face.
Why would you do that, sir?
Yeah.
Nobody. You.
Yeah.
Why would you do that, sir?
Yeah. And you just take the alcohol and you put it on like the tissue and you just give your mouth the wipe of shame. It's called the wipe of shame.
Shout out to all the niggas that have done the wipe of shame before,
Yeah, the
bruh.
wipe of shame.
I knew a nigga who actually said he would put like a cap of bleach
Oh, this nigga wildin'.
into the bathtub and just go and soak in a bleach bath for real.
Yeah.
Can you say that it does not work? You can't.
Yeah, I can't, but
You can't. I think we've talked about this before too. If you do some dumb shit, let's say you find yourself in a dip tank that you should have not dipped in.
face first. Because it's always face first.
Let's say stick first this time. You put your dick in some shit you shouldn't. Make sure you always get up, clean up, and make sure you pee. Make sure you pee. Give yourself the best chance.
Yeah, to
You know
walk
what I'm
away
saying?
burn free.
And that's scientifically proven that you could kind of, the chances are better of not contracting anything if you clean yourself out, and that's what the pee will do. Clear yourself out, all right?
That shit, listen, nigga.
We giving you some scumbag tips.
yeah.
But always get right the fuck up and clean up, my nigga. Don't never fall asleep, bro.
Yeah, that might be a 7% chance of like.
Hey, give yourself as many shots.
Yeah, as many percentage points as you
Shit,
can.
nigga. I don't know though. I feel like the chances might be higher than 7%, bro.
14.
I don't know, because you got to think about it. What if you just sit there and lay in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just are like, that was good. I'm about to go to sleep for the next 8 hours.
You usually know when you did some shit that you wasn't supposed to be doing. Well, I know. I know some niggas is just like, time to go to sleep. This was perfect. This was great.
Hey, look, and it'd be kind of difficult to pee after you bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you got to do. This is when I told you about pissing in sinks, didn't I?
No.
This is when you got to piss in her sink, bruh.
I used to piss in sinks when I was mad at people.
That's disturbing behavior.
Yeah. I'm like, let me use your bathroom right quick, nigga.
That's disturbing behavior. No, what I say that is, nigga, you just got to run your shit under some warm water.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? No matter how long it takes, just keep on splashing it on there. Not too much. You know what I'm saying? Just intermittently, you'll pee eventually. You know what I'm saying? If it's close enough, you transfer over to the toilet, by all means do it.
Oh, okay. But
If not, clean up after
sink.
yourself, sir.
Hit her sink. This should have been all said in episode 69.
Yo! We don't talk about sex on this podcast. We actually got shit to talk about, all right?
All right.
All right, so up first and foremost, I think we should do LeBron James first.
All right.
LeBron James. I'm sure you've been on Twitter and on Instagram and all of that and seen a video of LeBron first during the shoot around throwing down monster dunks. You know what I'm saying, on his son's team or with his son's team, all right? But also running all the way out on the court after a crazy dunk from, one of his son's teammates losing his shoe. Just really celebrating sort of how they celebrate on the sideline during like an all-star game or something like that. A lot of people are taking issue with it, saying that he's causing a spectacle, that he's doing the most. Then there's the other side that is basically saying, here, he's changing the narrative. It's a black dad rooting for a son. You know what I'm saying? How can you find anything negative in that? Jason Whitlock actually had a whole lot to say about it. I'll spare you all of it. You know what I'm saying?
9 minutes long.
No, it's about 2. It was about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. But basically, Jason Whitlock was saying that LeBron needs to take the advice that he gave his mother when, him and Paul Pierce got into it and she got up and cussed Paul Pierce out and he told her, sit your ass down. Basically, LeBron needs to sit his ass down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Handle the situation with grace and stop making a spectacle of yourself. He basically said LeBron is a social media whore and he knows these are great opportunities for social media exposure. Somebody's told him that. Maybe nobody told him that. But basically, he also said LeBron loves the spotlight. He's a spotlight whore, pretty much. That's why he moved out to L.A. to get a bigger piece of the spotlight. One, let's just look at his behavior during the game. How you feel about it?
During the game, that's the part that didn't really bother me that much.
Okay.
I think because, you get hype, especially in sports. You get hype, your adrenaline is pumping. Even as a fan, your adrenaline start pumping. So you see some sort of magnificent dunk or some awesome play, and you get super hype. And then obviously he can do this type of shit because he's LeBron James. Like Mike.
Anybody else can never run on the court like that.
Yeah, Mike Smith can't just run on the court and do all the other types of shit. But I get it, and that's the privilege that he got, and kudos to him for having that privilege. So during the game, it really didn't bother me that much, honestly, because I do see like the narrative of, a kid. I do like the narrative of a black father cheering on his kid, and then it's always something like, well, Tyrone didn't show up to the game, so now this is something the opposite of it. So I get that part. I think. Let's take it from the kid's perspective right quick, right? Do you think the kids feel some type of way? Because that's the most important thing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. If I was a kid on the other team,
yeah, you would definitely be mad.
You would be salty as shit, bruh. This ain't just a nigga on the sideline making noise, bruh.
Yeah.
This is fucking LeBron James, my nigga. So that's one thing I would say to that. I love the fact that there's a black father, rooting his son on. I would have never said anything about it, but the fact that people are saying things about it, I can see where they're coming from. To me, it is, I would say, if I was a kid on the other team, a kid's parent on the other team, I would say it's very distracting. You know what I'm saying? But, him being in the gym alone is a distraction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then to have him doing all of this too, I would be kind of salty if I was on the opposing team, just being honest. Would I ever say anything? No, I would not.
But what if he was on the team where, his son played for? You would probably be pumped and happy.
Oh, yeah, you probably would be pumped and happy. But I don't know. Would you really, though? Because, you know what I'm saying? Is it taken away from your kids? Sean, I don't know.
I think you would be pretty pumped as a kid, maybe as a parent.
As a kid, definitely.
Yeah, as a parent, maybe you feel like, this is about the kids. It's not about you. Do you think he did it for attention, or do you think he was just, or is this something that happens like every game? Because the question is like, if you look at the footage, like the cameras, those don't look like cell phone cameras. Like they are, but it's kind of like it's different angles and shit.
Yeah, it's different angles and shit. But ball is life and all them type of niggas is always at them type of games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think LeBron really loves the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? And I think he'll find it no matter what situation he's in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think it probably comes to him too. But if you ask me, nigga looked like he had probably been sipping a little bit before he came.
And was pumped.
Yo, he was the drunk dad, bro. That nigga was the drunk dad.
That nigga so fucking athletic that this nigga was drunk and then just doing one-handed dunks.
Yo, this nigga was drunk, bro. This nigga had a little bit too much tequila.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was probably a Sunday or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or a Friday, like, it's the off season.
Yeah.
This nigga was probably nice.
Yeah.
Probably I smoked the, you know what I'm saying, backwood on the way to that bitch in the back of the Maybach. Like,
yeah. Son, you about to go fuck shit up today.
That's my boy right there. That's my boy. That's my boy. Hey.
Yeah. Nigga was happy. But nah, I mean, like, I really don't have a problem with it overall. I think that you have to realize something, like, at this point, who doesn't want the spotlight?
Yeah.
Because now we live in it's a society rant, but now we live in a society where it's easy to get the spotlight. And it's easier to keep it on you at all times. Like even if you think about like Will Smith said before you used to have mystery. And even like our athletes, like nobody knew what the fuck Barry Sanders was doing during the day or Michael Jordan was doing during the day. Now it's different. Like now it's 24/7 access to any type of athlete, celebrity that you want. And some people really like that adulation, really like to soak up that spotlight.
No, that's a fact.
So that's what he want to do. And he got the power to do it, so he going to do it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
All right. So if this
Speaking
was
of
your
which-
dad doing that, you wouldn't be embarrassed a little bit?
Nah, not really. Well, yeah, because of my personality. Because I didn't even want my dad to come to the
You
game.
think Bronny Jr. a little bit embarrassed? Like, come on, Dad.
Probably a little bit. Like, yeah.
Like, nigga, why you out here doing shoot around dunking with us, nigga? Like,
Yeah.
yo, sit down, Dad.
We trying to fucking warm up, and you up here doing one hand twist dunk. God damn, niggas, come on, man, come on, Dad.
Nigga
think,
out there Euro stepping on your teammates and shit.
Yeah, I think the thing is with me, I didn't like for my dad to come to my games because I didn't want to fail in front of him. Which I realized was bad. It's funny. Speaking of my dad and my mom, I showed my dad the trailer for Small World for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was like, "Damn, that should look like a Hollywood movie."
You did that, boy?
Yeah, then like you could see the problem.
That's what my money did.
Yeah,
Down there in Akron.
yeah. So that was him and my mom was like all smiling and shit.
Nah, that's what's up. That's a great feeling, though.
Yeah, no. Here go the funny part. I showed them the 72-hour film festival thing. I never showed it to him before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was me and this nigga got the same exact sense of humor, so he was in tears.
Really?
Yeah, he thought it was funny, and then he was like, "I never heard you cuss before." Like, don't listen to this podcast, nigga. You gonna hear a lot of cuss words.
Woo-wee.
People like, you putting alcohol on your face.
Right.
What you been doing? What I teach you?
What type of establishment do you think this is?
Yeah.
Yo.
Only do that to. You only supposed to do that to your wife.
Right. Yo, we actually do got one last thing we got to get into. All right. I was on my Instagram page. I was just looking around, you know what I'm saying? When I was on my, I made an observation or whatever. I said the black male DJ is becoming an endangered species. Said I could write a thread about this, but I'm going to save it for my podcast. And you and I talked briefly about it. Caused a little bit of a stir on Instagram. Some people disagree, some people agreed.
Okay.
I'm going to elaborate a little bit.
Do your thing.
You know what I'm saying, on why I feel like the black male DJ is becoming an endangered species. Okay? As an originator of the art form, it's becoming increasingly to see black male DJs on those big stages. When I say those big stages, I mean those festival stages, on those top paid DJ stages or pages. You know what I'm saying? Top paid DJ of the year, I think last year, made $33 million.
Hot damn, who was that? Like Tiesto or something? One of them niggas that don't even DJ, they just sit there and like play the music.
Yeah, you already know it was, okay? But you don't really see a lot of black DJs on those huge stages making those huge dollars or getting those residencies in Vegas and shit like that. Why is that? Because clubs across the nation are at hip hop right now. The EDM shit is on its way totally out / dead.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Clubs are playing hip hop. I got a few theories about it. One of them being the optics. It's basically the Cotton Club theory, sort of. Or the theory of when they would have white stars sing black songs. They love our music, but the optics of us playing it is not the trendy thing right now. Especially the optics of a black male DJ playing it. So what should the optics be? What are the most accepted optics? Either white male.
Okay.
So cool white boy playing hip hop. Or female. Preferably white female, then black female.
Okay.
When it comes to playing hip hop. That's the cool optics. So those are the people that actually get the big stages. When you're a black male DJ, you're basically relegated, at least in the city that I'm in, you're relegated to kind of playing for one crowd in one circuit. So you basically play the Chitlin circuit. In Cleveland, Ohio, there are 4 clubs downtown. Tons of black male DJs fighting for spots in these same 4 places. But there are certain venues, and you know this from DJing, that just won't book you or don't book you. Think about how many venues in the city of Cleveland that don't have any black DJs.
Shit, there's tons of them.
Now, if you were to get into those venues, you would have to go totally left of your roots and your culture. You have to be a total EDM DJ. But you being the one to play hip-hop, nah. Somebody else playing it, yeah.
No, well, here go the interesting part. It's funny because I think this has been happening. And when you first mentioned it, I think the new add to this is the female DJ. What happened is DJ Evil D from Boot Camp Clip, he basically, it was in an interview, and he talked about this. And in the interview, he said, look, I can't go DJ in the Hamptons. So, like, when Puffy and them throw a party, they won't grab, like, me or Funkmaster Flex.
No, they're going to have Samantha Ronson do it.
Or, well, it was Mark Ronson at the time.
Yeah, okay, yep.
So it was Mark Ronson.
Yep.
That was Samantha's brother, if you know who Mark Ronson is.
And actually, I'm going to get to a point along those lines, but keep going.
Yeah, and he was like, yo, they're going to get DJ A-Track. They're going to get one of them. Because at that time, it was novelty to have a white male DJ playing hip-hop. And it was like, yo, instead of having, you know, whoever, what I just named, Funk Flex, Cypher Sounds, Kid Capri, once it hit about late 90s to early 2000s to present, it was like, yo.
It's not cool to have a nigga playing hip-hop. It's cool. So basically what I'm saying, let me break it down. There's a difference between me going into a top 40 club or a general market club or an open format club, that's what they call it, and playing Little John versus the cool white boy who got on his Jordan 1s, have on the same outfit as me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With his slick back hair, him playing Little John. You know what I'm saying? We could play the exact same set. The manager will be rushing up to me all night telling me to switch it to something else.
Definitely.
But they won't say anything to him.
That happened to me before.
They want to hear our music. They just don't want us to be the ones playing it.
That literally happened to me before.
It's happened to most black DJs.
Yeah, I think I told the story in the podcast, but long story short, DJing a night in the city of Cleveland. I was DJing with a well-known top 40 DJ. He started playing a little bit of hip-hop and left. I played a little bit more hip-hop, went back up. People was dancing the whole night. Whole shebang. People came up, congratulated me. Like, the fans was like, yo, good job. This was fun. Afterwards, the owner was pissed. He said, I messed up the night. I played too much hip-hop, etc. Keep in mind, I just played like a little bit of hip-hop based off of what the other DJ played.
Just easing back up the set.
Yeah, just easing back up the set, meaning like he went down in tempo. I played a little bit to go back up and went right back up to like up-tempo EDM top 40 type shit.
So you said like, okay, so when Puffy and them would throw them parties out in the Hamptons, you know what I'm saying, instead of getting the nigga that grinded them records out in the tunnel,
yeah,
they would go get Samantha Ronson, Mark Ronson,
yep,
that type of shit. That type of thing is actually what became cool to do for, you know, the big events.
Yeah.
So, to that point, think about how many black artists, rap artists, rode through with Asian DJs, Asian tour DJs, or white tour DJs. You see it a lot when they go do these festivals and shit.
Uh-huh.
I got a few theories about why this is kind of happening.
Uh-huh.
One of my main theories about why this is kind of happening is because even though we're the originators of this DJing craft, we got away from really practicing. You know what I'm saying? And pushing the envelope further and becoming better. So by no means is this rant or, you know what I'm saying, this discussion taking anything away from these DJs who are on these big stages. A lot of them suck, but I know a lot of white boys who bust fucking ass.
Uh-huh.
But that's sort of the difference. They're taking it back to the art form of things and we're still looking at DJing as a social media or a social influencer opportunity, a way simply to climb the ladder. And I think that's what's gotten the black male DJ sort of removed from the conversation when it comes to these big stages. Like, I get it. The optics thing will kind of always be there, but we could still be busting ass on the skill side. You know what I'm saying? We could still be doing what we supposed to do, but it's the promoters to blame too, and the club owners too, because shit went away from actual skills to niggas who could yell the most. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean just yell the most on the mic, because that's one part of it, but niggas who could yell the most on social media. Niggas who play dreams and nightmares, and that's the height of the night, and that's all they show you in a 20-second clip. Yeah, I bodied that bitch last night. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who gonna post a flyer a million fucking times instead of the club owner or the promoter actually doing their job. You know what I'm saying? So now we're suffering in the vacuum, bruh.
Well, you got to realize, like, in a lot of, like, urban hip-hop clubs, people don't go out to have fun anymore. People go out to social climb. So, like, it's literally like a event to social climb and to get more status.
Yeah.
And to, you know, get more followers and everything else. I think what you're saying is true, because even if I go through my timeline, I'll see DJ Fresh from, you know, DJ Fresh. DJ Fresh is a black DJ. That's one of the, and him, New Era, and Nomadic are the only ones that I see out of the people I follow that actually post videos of them practicing or doing scratch routines. Everybody else is kind of just like promoting parties or, you know what I mean? Honestly, they just all promoting parties or saying, you know, whatever, or they got a little clip of like people jumping up and down in the club when they playing the hottest record, and then that's it. But then when you go to someone else, like you were showing me some videos earlier, some people I didn't know, but
DJ
for the most
ADMC, you know what I'm saying? You'll go Scratch Bastard,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Girls, like, it's a DJ Step 1. A girl DJ that
like,
bust my ass.
You go look at these Asian DJs. They're constantly practicing and
showing
working
new
on
routines.
their craft. Yeah, showing new routines, inventing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas produce. These niggas really get into their music. Like, niggas is just using DJing literally to social climb.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's a aspect of that we all do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, are you serious about it as an art
Well,
form?
social climbing shouldn't be the main thing.
No, it definitely
because you can only get so far with that.
You can, and it should really be about the music, not to sound like an old nigga, but to sound like an old nigga, yo, to the black DJs, especially if you're a black DJ listening to this, yo, we're being passed up.
Yeah, definitely.
We're being passed up. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the white boys, so their routines be crazy, their videos be very crispy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't professionally done. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
GoPro.
Yeah, it's a GoPro, but it's done with care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they've literally figured the shit out. They excel on the technical side of shit. Like, I can't take that away from them. We do too. Niggas just got to get back to the actual skill of it. You know what I'm saying? And the competition of it. Quit worrying about your rep. Actually get in a room and scratch with some niggas. You know what I'm saying? Get uncomfortable, and then you'll actually be better. Like, I can speak on this because we actually do these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I did it.
and niggas know that we do these things. Even to this day, we do these things. I don't do it as much as I should do it. But once I really start looking at that shit, you know what I'm saying, as a whole, I'm like, yo, we're getting edged out of the conversation. Like, if when I'm at the point, bruh, when I get let go for a female DJ who's probably been DJing all of 6 months, I know where the game is going. You know what I'm saying? Promoters want to hire female DJs a lot of times. I get it, because they bring girls out. You know what I'm saying? But also, promoter, you got to look at it. How many of them girls are you paying for drinks and shit? You know what I'm saying? That bottom line they affected, because you really want pussy and not really money. But I get it. I'm a watcher of the game. So when I'm at the point where I see somebody that I know isn't up to skill level, you know what I'm saying, one or two things is either in play: titties or a lower price.
Yeah, probably both.
All right, yo, so hold on. You telling me, step one, I gotta compete with titties and a lower price in 2019, bro?
No, well, you can't. I mean, the thing is this, though. You
I
gotta
can't compete with titties and a lower price, bro.
But even if you think about it, like, what ends up happening is, at least what happened here is, at one point, the promoters got cheap. and they stop wanting to pay DJs, and they start getting like, well, my cousin Elroy can DJ. You kind of get what I'm saying? And what ended up happening was, or they had like 15 fucking DJs on the night that you never heard of.
Yep, that happened. That's kind of going out. You also see promoters becoming DJs because they don't want to pay DJs.
Yeah, so what ends up happening is the overall nightlife economy suffers because it ends up getting to a point where nobody's coming out because nobody's having a good time.
Yeah, nobody's really having a good time. Like, a lot of people equate packed with a good time. It's not the same thing.
Well, shit, you can't even, after a while, if people are not having a good time, they're not going to pack it out.
Yeah.
Unless you got some sort of event where you can really get a lot of social status from.
Well, that's
But even if you think about that, like, keep in mind, I've been out, but I haven't really been out. But I can literally go on my phone the next day, and it used to be shit in my Explore feed from certain clubs, and once that social impact dropped, I don't see anything from that club anymore.
I know what you're talking about.
Like, it's happened.
The mirror pics.
Well, everything from, it could be anything from the mirror pics.
Mirror pics at a certain club did go down a lot, and it's not to say that people don't be there, but I guess there are better things to do now to take a picture.
You got to think about it. It's just not that. I wasn't even talking about that. Honestly, I used to be a point where I could go see how packed this spot was, and I would see like the flyers on my timeline, and this was a recent spot, and now that I can't see that anymore, and now it's like, yo, is they fucking closed?
Ain't no telling.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't even think it's closed. It's just that what happens now is we're living in a hyperactive social climate. Damn, that shit sounds scientific as fuck.
It is, though.
Yeah, we live in it. So what's going up now will come down faster later. So with all these people, all these new DJs and shit coming out, I get it, but technically you're going to all eat each other because you're going to cannibalize each other because everybody, the way capitalism works, period. This is not just in DJing. If you charge $100, which you don't, and then somebody comes and charge $75, then somebody comes and charge $50. Then somebody comes and charge $25. By the time you got a whole bunch of DJs charging $10 to do a night, there's no money for anybody. That's how you end up with like 6 DJs on one bill.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? The next new thing is going to be fronting out of town.
Yeah, well, that's already happening.
Yeah, like all these out of town bookings. Like, I didn't know the game was to like go out to LA for like 3 weeks, stack up on pictures, and then come back home and just act like you still out there for as long as possible, basically till you run out of pictures.
Well, shit, people been doing that.
Re-it-up.
People been doing that without DJing. People just been going out of town and.
No, I'm saying that's just the lit period. Yeah, not just for DJs, but like for people.
Yeah, like shit.
Why is it moving away like a status symbol of like that you've made it? Like, nigga be like, yeah, nigga, I'm moving to Atlanta to be a customer service representative.
For AT&T.
Like, congrats, bro. I always knew you was gonna make it. Big shit coming, bro.
Because here go the thing with moving, right? And I think this is the thing that people
moving out of town to be a shift manager.
Yeah. One, like, a lot of people move and they say like, yo, it's nothing in Cleveland for me, or nothing anywhere for me. And some people are right. Some people move and then they flourish. But most of us is moving because we're trying to escape our reputations.
We've talked about this.
I think we talked about it. You didn't talk about this on the podcast.
Oh, we didn't? Okay.
No, yeah. You either trying to escape your reputation, or you're at the point where you feel like, I'm not happy here, and it's not my fault. It's this place's fault.
Yeah.
And then you move, and then you get there, and you feel this happiness for X amount of time, and then you sit there, and you realize, I'm not happy here, and you either look in the mirror and say, it's my fault, or you be like, it's where I'm located at, and move somewhere else.
And we've seen it all.
Yeah.
I've seen girls go from spot to spot.
Yeah.
Start out in Atlanta, then go to Miami, then in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We've seen some people go and be legitimately happy. We've seen some people go and come home.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, we've seen it all.
Like, I've literally seen dudes, you know what I mean, move to like Atlanta, or, you know what I mean, and then end up coming back and like, oh man, shit ran out of money, bro. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, at one point you have to look in the mirror and be like, What am I doing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And like the thing is, like, if your reputation is that bad here, you're going to make that same reputation in the next city.
Yeah, you're gonna make the same exact mistakes for real.
Because you're not looking in the mirror. You're saying like, these motherfuckers here.
Nah, it's everybody else.
Yeah, like, listen, if you're here, right? This is important, so I'm gonna talk low right quick. If you are here and you feel like people here are different and you're going to move somewhere else and people there are going to be like completely different, you did not move to like fucking Africa or you did not move to Mars. People are the same every fucking where. They might have a little bit of cultural differences, but if you move somewhere else in fucking America, we're all fucking Americans. It's just like the girls that used to move, like, yo, niggas in Cleveland not wifing. Like, well, nigga, I always used to say this. Tyler Perry didn't make movies about Cleveland.
So they ran up to Thompson and thought them dudes with trust.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they thought. Them niggas is foul just like us. Yo, to double it back though, black DJs, black male DJs, we gotta step it up, bro. We gotta get back to the essence. All right. This has been Last of a Dying Breed motherfucking podcast. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at the Low B Podcast, at DJ K Nice with a Y, at DJ Step 1, at My Morning Breath, at SK Creative Studios. Yes, sir. Studio.
Yeah.
My bad. Studio. You got any final words before we get up out of this motherfucker?
No.
You don't want to tell them you hate them?
Nah, not today.
Not this week?
Yeah, not today.
Last of a Dying Breed podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We out this bitch.
Oh.